It is. It's shitty. It's only shitty if you don't have. Well, yeah. If it's not your playbook, you're fucked. Yeah, if you're not gonna play with your fucked.
Come on. Get it any night. And you know that stuff. Yes. No, I just, bro, it literally just, I didn't go. I thought it was just go. Oh, no.
We're all giving freaking tier 3 team.
So you're gonna pick out the tier 3.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia.
I mean, it's not like it was any better. It's like the last season that was Indiana.
Stadium and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today's matchup, a Peach State showdown where battle lines have been drawn from Savannah to Atlanta. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And the Yellow Jackets about to kick it away and get this season started.
A booming kick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia State's offense comes onto the field first today. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning the national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Speeding down the left side.
You let him go
Those
for
pads.
pass.
He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back.
Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge game.
On that deep ball, like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous now.
There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in it.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything, right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's King. Fires left. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just into the end zone, or he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. The play action fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day.
Breaks into the open. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Nice move there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back, fighting off the defender.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Turning it on! And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. Look out, he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, rounding or not, because he's
Physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending.
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on fourth down. The offense changing the play. Fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his...
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's King. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt That is a victory for them. Pressure coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Kane. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a gap. It's Key. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's King. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. And
he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should...
Breaks into the open on the left. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They kick it away on 4th down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Wow. Put more to the net.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 31 to Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up their own 48. To the air, it's King. Finds his man, it's Allen. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the point after is good. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Finds a man in the middle. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Jukes his way for more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Running the red zone, it's Alexander. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening